Marquay Collins, known to millions online as Marquay the Goat, was more than just a TikTok creator. He was a young man whose genuine personality, humor, kindness, and vulnerability built a connection with people all over the world. And that's why his passing has hit so many so deeply. Today, I want to talk about him in a sincere and respectful way, because a lot of people still don't know what happened, and it's important to share the truth gently and clearly, without speculation or disrespect. Marquay passed away on November 26, 2025, at only 24 years old. News of his death began spreading after his family confirmed it publicly, and the moment people heard, social media was flooded with shock, disbelief, and heartfelt tributes. Whether or not you followed him closely, you could see how much love people had for him. You could see it in the comments, in the videos people stitched together, and in the messages fans wrote about how his content made them laugh, helped them through tough days, or simply made them feel seen. Marquay had a way of being entertaining while still feeling real, and that's something not many creators can pull off consistently. What made his passing even more heartbreaking is how sudden everything felt. According to reports from officials and mainstream news sources, Marquay had been involved in a car accident earlier in November. Afterwards, he reportedly mentioned dealing with some discomfort, things like headaches and breathing issues, which he shared both online and with people close to him. Still, no one expected anything severe, and certainly no one expected things to turn out the way they did. On the morning of November 26th, authorities were called after he was found unresponsive at home. Paramedics arrived and attempted to help him, but he was later pronounced dead. At this moment, investigators have said that the official cause of his passing remains undetermined until all results from medical examinations are finalized, and it's important for everyone watching to understand that this information takes time and that his family deserves space and respect while they process everything. What we do know is that his loved ones, friends, and fans are grieving a loss that feels incredibly unfair. 24 is far too young. Someone that charismatic, that full of personality, feels like the type of person who's supposed to still be online years from now, still making people laugh, still sharing little moments of his life in the way that made people feel like they knew him personally. If you scroll through the tributes being posted, one of the things you'll notice immediately is how many people are saying he helped them through anxiety, loneliness, stress, or days when they didn't feel like themselves. He was one of those creators who didn't put on a fake persona. He was loud, funny, playful, and unfiltered, but also caring and encouraging. He treated his followers like friends, and he built a community that felt genuinely connected to him. For many young creators, he was proof that being yourself could actually take you further than pretending to be someone else. And for many viewers, he was a part of their daily routine, someone they looked forward to seeing on their For You page, someone who could make them forget their problems for even a few minutes. That's why this has been so tough for people. The internet can make creators feel distant sometimes, but Marquay felt close. He felt human. He felt like somebody you'd actually want to hang out with in real life. And that feeling is what makes this loss so heavy. As people continue reacting to the news, one of the most important things we can do is avoid spreading rumors, assumptions, or anything that hasn't been confirmed. His family is grieving a real person, a son, a brother, a loved one, not just an influencer. They've already expressed their heartbreak and asked people to be mindful of what they post, and that's something all of us should respect. It's tempting online to try and figure out what happened, but sometimes the kindest thing we can do is simply honor someone's life without digging into private details. What we can talk about is his impact, which is clear and undeniable. Marquay had millions of views across his videos, but it wasn't really about the numbers. It was about the connection he built with people. You'll find comments from fans telling stories about how he made them laugh during tough times, or how he was one of the few creators who felt like a friend instead of someone chasing fame. People described him as uplifting, energetic, positive, and authentic. Even when he joked around or trolled in a playful way, it still came from a place of humor and fun, not cruelty. You could tell he enjoyed creating content, not because he wanted attention, but because he genuinely liked making people smile. For many young viewers, He represented possibility, the idea that someone from a normal background could rise up, build a platform, and make real change in people's lives just by being themselves. His life, even though it was short, wasn't meaningless. Far from it. He left a lasting mark. And that's something worth acknowledging with respect. As we talk about his passing, it's also important to acknowledge the people closest to him who are experiencing the deepest grief. Losing someone so young and so full of life is devastating, and right now they deserve compassion, space, and support. Whenever a public figure passes away, especially someone with a large online following, the conversation can get chaotic, but we can make a choice to approach it with care. We can choose to remember the good things he shared, the positivity he spread, and the joy he brought to others. We can choose not to turn his passing into content that prioritizes views over sensitivity. And we can choose to honor him the way he deserves, with kindness. If you're watching this, and you were a fan, or even if you only knew of him in passing, it's completely understandable to feel affected by this. Losing someone you watched frequently, even if you never met them, can still be painful. It's a reminder that the people we see online every day are real humans with real lives, real struggles, and real families who love them. For many, the best way to honor Marquay is to continue being kind, to support others, to spread positivity the way he did, and to remember him for who he was, a young man who brought laughter and light to millions of people. As we wait for more official updates from investigators, the focus should stay on respecting him, supporting his family, and cherishing the impact he made in such a short time. His legacy is not defined by the circumstances of his passing, but by the community he built, the joy he brought, and the people he touched along the way. Marquay Collins may be gone, but the influence he left on his supporters and the memories he created through his content will continue living on in the hearts of those who loved him, watched him, and felt inspired by him. Rest in peace to a creator who made the internet a little brighter, and may his family find strength during this heartbreaking time.